welcome to our office. Now you are into IT for more than 20 years and you are particularly into COBOL programming.
That's right.
I heard you are the one of the best expert into this field.
Thank you.
Now, I am having a very specific question for you. Now, you know that I am into immigrations for last more than 21 years. Lot of my clients are planning to land in Canada in near future. Now, they are worried that which kind of skill set they should have, by which they will be getting a job in a very fast way and they will be getting a decent salary also. So, from your background, from your expertise, can you please suggest something?
Okay. Yes, Manoj, thank you very much for inviting me on this platform. It was honor for me to come and visit you in your office. So, you must understand a very simple fact about IT jobs as such. All right. Of course, we have heard a lot about jobs requirement. A job in IT is a function of two things. First, the requirement versus the supply.
Correct.
And that's the mathematics that you have to understand, whether it's Canada, America, or India. But in Canada, if we talk about, in particular, the requirements of a COBOL programmer as such is quite a bit. Why, I'll tell you a few things to understand over there. First of all, let's understand what is the requirement of the mainframes or the COBOL. You know, you can get into all the websites to understand and read that. There are more than 220 billion lines of COBOL programs in the world today.
Great.
Almost more than 60% of the codes written in IT is on COBOL. The rest balance is all your other languages like C++, Java, Python and whatnot. Alright? If you compare in the modern world, there are only 38 to 40,000 transactions that happens on Google today per second. But there are 1.2 million transactions that happens on a daily basis on every second using mainframe. It's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
That's what exactly I'm trying to say. Now let's understand what are we doing about it. On the one hand, we say we don't have a job, whether it's Canada, even in India or for that matter, US, there are more than 500 companies, private limited multinationals, who have got the mainframes uses in Canada and in America. What are we waiting for? COBOL is the answer to this. They say that the average age of a COBOL programmer in the world is 55. And you are only 30 and looking for a job. Understand this, man.
Yes. You have put it very nicely.
Thank you.
Now, how to proceed? What kind of training is possible from your end?
Yeah, so training in a well-planned, organized training in COBOL is a classroom training, online or face-to-face, including lab and theory. So there are two parts into it. Those who are already IT educated people, versus those who are not.
Right.
And the game is open for all. So no need for those who are not into IT to be discouraged about it, right?
That is very important point, because non-IT people are also worried about when,
exactly.
and they are also ready to get into IT.
Absolutely. So if you go by my experience, I've got more than 30 years of experience into IT and into mainframe. I've done everything on the mainframe only. I don't know any other subjects in IT other than mainframe, honestly speaking.
Yeah.
But the point is that I would have trained more than 100 plus people during my career. I was not a trainer. I was a programmer and then into IT and then, But now currently I'm an IT trainer. I have been training with most of the corporate guys like Capt, Cognizant or, companies of that status. So you have to work a little bit more with those who don't have experience on IT. Okay, you means the trainer.
Yeah.
So it becomes relatively easier for those who have a background into IT and computer systems versus or vis-a-vis those who have not. So there are two channels to it.
Right.
So we need to basically classify these two into different batches and then understand how we can go. So the course the training course can basically go from 100 hours to 300 man hours to basically, depending upon the kind of background or the qualifications that you have and the way analytical skills are basically put into it. And I'm sure Canadian people who are into pipeline or they are waiting for jobs, they have already done their TOEFL, etc. They have command of the communication language, so we don't have to work on that. What we have to work is on the technical communication and understanding of COBOL and mainframe in totality. So a training course in COBOL that we do is basically inclined for job-oriented job trainings. So most welcome people. I can send you some more details on it. We can do webinars to talk to the people, and they can join my sessions to understand and ask all question answers.
Yes. What I'll suggest now, see, I'm planning a webinar for like-minded people.
Absolutely.
I'll be inviting them. I'll be sending this our video also.
Yes.
Please send me a detailed note also.
Sure.
And then I'll be asking those like-minded people who want to join, whether they are from IT background or non-IT background,
Absolutely.
attend that webinar. We can have 2-3 sessions because of the time constraint.
Yes.
And then we'll come to some conclusion. And I'm 100% sure, I also studied, I also done my own due diligence, my own research, and I concur with you. What you are saying is absolutely right. There is a great future for those who are having COBOL capacity.
That's right.
So I'm thanking you for coming to my office and giving this valuable information. Let's proceed further. And those of you who are watching this thing, if you want to have more information, please contact us. We are there to make your career much more brighter, much more fruitful when you land in Canada. Thank you.
Thank you.